Hello, dear ANA community. Welcome to another video of Acharya Nidana Academy. What do you mean by Pitta Dosha? How to identify the abnormalities produced by the Pitta Dosha? How to identify the abnormal increase of Pitta Dosha in the body? This is the topic of discussion in this particular video. Dear community members, please press the thumbs up button and spread this particular video to maximum number of true Nidana learners so that we can make a huge movement out of this particular small message. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that the YouTube algorithms will be fetching you the right information at the right time for the right purpose. As far as the Pitta Vriddha Lakshana, so this particular term refers to there is the Pitta Dosha, which is considered to be the Tejo Mahabhuta dominance that will be observed. Vriddhi, that means the abnormal increase. Lakshana, that is the clinical features or signs and symptoms which may indicate the abnormal increase of Pitta in the body. So that is considered to be the Pitta Vriddhi Lakshana. What are the descriptions available in Pitta Vriddhi Lakshana as per Ayurveda textbooks? So that will be the topic of discussion in this particular video. It is being mentioned that dosha prakriti vaisheshyam niyatam vriddhi lakshanam. So that means abnormal increase of that particular any dosha. So we are going to have the abnormal increase of that particular prakriti of the dosha. So that may be in the form of either one guna, that may be in the form of either two or more gunas may be observed, which in turn leads to abnormal increased function in the body. It is being mentioned Pitta Dosha is having the qualities Pittam Sasnehati Shnoshnam Laghu Visram Saram Dravam. If there is increase of either one, two, or more guna, so that will be responsible for the Pitta Vriddhi in the body. Textbook says Pita Vinmutra Netratva Kshutra Dahalpa Nidrataha Pittam. Sishruta Pitta Vriddhau Pitavabhasata Santapah Shitakamitvam Alpanidrata Murcha Balahanihi Indriya Daurbalyam Pita Vinmutra Netratvam cha. This is considered to be the Sushruta's description. When you split these particular words, Pita Vit, Pita Mutra, Pita Netra, Pita Tvak, Kshut Trit Daha, Alpanidrataha. These are the Lakshana that may be observed in case of Pitta Vriddhi as per Vagphata. Pitta Vriddhau Pitavabhasata Santapaha Shitakamitvam Alpanidrata Murcha Balahanihi Indriya Daurbalyam Pitavit Pitamutra Pitanetratvam cha. So that means Pitavit, yellowish discoloration of the fecal matter, Pitamutra, yellowish discoloration of the urine, Pita Netra, yellowish discoloration of the eyes, Pita Tvak, yellowish discoloration of the skin, Kshut, excessive appetite, Trishna, excessive thirst, Daha or Santapa, what we can see, the burning sensation, Alpanidrata, less amount of sleep or less duration of sleep, Shitaka Mitva, that is the liking towards cold substances, Murcha, altered state of consciousness, Balahani, that is lack of strength, and Indriya Daurbalya, that is poor functioning of Indriya. These are the Lakshana that will be observed in case of the Pitta Vriddhi. Ashtanga Sangraha says, Pitattvak Glani Indriya Daurbalyam, Ojo Visramsa Shitabhilasha, Daha Tiktasyata Trinmurcha, Alpanidrata Krodhadibhi Pittam. It is being mentioned Pitattvak, as we discussed earlier, yellowish discoloration of the skin, Glani, exhaustion, Indriya Daurbalya, poor functioning of Indriya, Ojo Visramsa, a type of Ojakshaya. That means the displacement of the Oja that is going to take place in the body. Shitabilasha, that is the liking towards the cold substances. Daha, burning sensation. Tiktasyata, bitter taste in the mouth. Trishna, that is thirst. Murcha, altered consciousness. Alpanidrata, that is the less sleep. And Krodhata, that is the more anger or excessive anger. When you think about the description of each of these, the person will be having yellowish discoloration of the fecal matter. So that means there is presence of bile in the fecal matter more. So that is what we can see, the Pitta Mutra, wherein the person will be having the yellowish discoloration of the urine. Suppose if the person is having less, the intake of water, this will be leading to dehydration. Thereby, this will be associated with Pitta Vriddhi. Plus, if the person is having the excess amount of the bilirubin in the blood, that too, it is conjugated bilirubin, we are going to get the yellowish discoloration of the urine may be observed. So that means when the person is having either hepatocellular jaundice or either obstructive jaundice. Hepatocellular jaundice in the sense the person may be having viral hepatitis, etc. Whereas obstructive jaundice in the sense the person will be having the cirrhosis of liver induced jaundice. In those situations, we may expect yellowish discoloration of a urine because the conjugated bilirubin is considered to be water soluble. Hence, that can be observed in the urine sample. Pita netrata, that is yellowish discoloration of the eyes. Yellowish discoloration of the eyes, that too the bulbar conjunctiva. We are going to observe the yellowish discoloration. Again, this is an indication of a pitta vriddhi. Pitattvak. This is normal hand and this is considered to be the hand having the icterus. So that is yellowish discoloration of the skin. Excess appetite. The person is going to take large amount of the food at a particular time period. Again, this is an indication of a pitta vriddhi. Excessive thirst, dehydration. So that is an indication of a pitta vriddhi. Burning sensation in one or multiple body parts, maybe lower limb, maybe whole body, maybe in the alimentary canal. All those aspects, we are going to say the person is having the pitta vriddhi. Alpa nidrata. So that too considered to be alpa nidrata observed at midnight. We may say there may be a possibility of a pitta vriddhi. Burning sensation, that is santapa, that is observable, objectively identifiable burning sensation. For example, keeping the palmar surface, that is the dorsal surface of the hand, we are going to observe the one or multiple body parts, santapa. Coldness, that is increase of the ushnata. So the person will be having the feeling of coldness or liking towards the coldness that may be observed. Viparita gunechacha, a lakshana that is mentioned in case of the chaya avastha of any dosha. So in case of the pitta chaya avastha, viparita gunecha, if there is ushna guna increase, the person will be having the shita gunecha. Altered state of consciousness, specifically when the person is having the hepatic coma, we may suspect the altered state of consciousness. Loss of strength, wherein the person will be having in case of the dehydration, in case of electrolyte imbalance, etc., the person may be having this particular clinical presentation. Indriya Daurbalya. Indriya Daurbalya may be Jnanendriya Daurbalya or maybe Karmendriya Daurbalya. Specifically, we may suspect if there is the dehydration, wherein the blood circulation to the core that will be increased. In that situation, we may suspect this particular clinical presentation. Extreme fatigue. So that is what we can say the another wherein the person will be having the dehydration, wherein the person will be having the excessive metabolic activity, which in turn leads to the more temperature production in the body, heat production in the body, So thereby the person may have extreme fatigue. Ojo Visramsa, that is Sandhi Vishlesho Gatranam Sadanam Doshachavanam Kriyasannirodhascha Visramse. The person will be having the looseness of the joints. The person will be having the sluggish movement of the body parts. The person will be having the doshachavana, the displacement of the dosha in the body. Kriyasannirodhascha, the person will be having the disturbed functions in the body. All these are indicative of Ojo Visramsa. Tiktasyata, the person will be having a bitter taste in the mouth. Probably this may be attributable to what you say, that the presence of the bile in the vomitus. Anger, krodhadibihi. Again, this is an indication we may suspect there is Pitta Dosha increase in the body. To sum up, the abnormal increase in the Pitta Dosha that can be identified by the abnormally increased functions. This is considered to be due to the increase of either one or more guna of the dosha. Either there may be a possibility of increase of the snigdhata, tekshnata, ushnata, laghuta, visrata, dravata, etc. Either there may be increase of either one or more guna. We may suspect there may be a possibility increase of the Pitta dosha in the body. When there is exposure to Pitta vitiating factors, we are going to suspect Pitta Vriddha Lakshana that can be seen either in the generally or in the local region. Dear ANA community, that's all for today. Today's discussion was on the Pitta Vriddhi Lakshana, Pita Vinmutra Netratva Kshutra Panidrataha Pittam. So this is the Lakshana that we may suspect. What are the major key takeaways from today's discussion? Mention in the comment box below. What is the one video that you like to hear in the coming days in this particular channel? Mention in the comment box below, and spread this particular video to maximum number of true Nidana learners so that we can make a huge movement out of this particular small message. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that the YouTube algorithms will be fetching you the right information at the right time for the right purpose. That's all for today. Something more in the next video. Thank you.